Bienvenidos, niños y niñas, and welcome to part 2 of our Bogotá Colombia Food Adventure. Too much stuff packed into too little space. So I hope you enjoy part 2. Let's get going. We wanted to get a taste of local flavors, so we found a little place with no name on the corner of Carrera 8H and Calle 165 that was literally built into the outside wall of a store. It was our first time trying salchipapas, which is made with salchichas, which are sausages, and papas, which are potatoes, in this case French fries, and mazorcada, a dish made with corn, patacones, hash browns, and chicken. And we were fortunate enough to watch the cooks make our dishes. This is blue-collar food, paper plates and plastic forks territory. It will kill you, but you're going to die with a smile on your face.
So we got this food from little mom and pop place, and it's just like interesting stuff. I've never seen this before. So there's this one here. It looks like an empanada. It's big. There's an egg right in the middle of it. This is Pastel Deluga. So it's made with yuca flour on the outside, and then has the egg on the inside. And then here, this has French fries. Looks like salchichas and cheese, I think. This is salchipapa. And then this one that has corn. This is mazorcada, so it gets the name from corn, obviously. This is like some really interesting and amazing stuff. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to try the salchipapas first. You can see I'm trying to get some of the meat and some of the French fry and some of the egg. It's got a little quail egg in here.
Really good.
There we go. Oh wow. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before. Especially with a quail egg in it. Let's try the mazorcada now. It looks like there's threads of meat in there. And corn and cheese. It's like a fiber. That one's really good too.
It has chicken too.
There's chicken in there too?
Yeah.
That's really good. Now let's try this. Pastel Deluga. I'm gonna kind of pick this one out. That's good too. This really looks like something that, you know, it would be like a family meal on like a Saturday night, where, you know, your Juela is just making this little family meal for you and everything. This is so good. It's like this mix, this combination of things. Really, really good.
While we were out and about, we checked out a tiny little grocery called Aliado Certimax that had tons of fresh local produce, including mazorca, which is Inca corn on the cob, pino de guiso, which is a cross between a squash and a pepper. It's often boiled, stuffed, and roasted, and curuba, which is banana passion fruit, which we picked up for a quick sweet snack.
So this is curuba, which is a banana passion fruit. And the reason that I wanted to do this today was because we did a previous Colombian fruit episode where I had curuba and it was green, which meant it was not ripe, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. So Jorge helped me figure out how you tell a ripe one.
Yeah, by touch.
By touch, yeah.
By touch.
So we have ripe curuba this time.
It cannot be too soft. It's like tomatoes. It cannot be too soft, not too hard, right? And then, when we were kids, we would just cut them in half. But by then, you know, we had little hands, so it was easy to actually crack them open.
Oh, look at that.
But now, we are able to have tools because we're grown-ups now.
Or not cavemen.
And then they're like, we used to call this eating snot or tadpoles because they look
like fish eggs.
Like
I mean,
fish,
frog eggs.
Like frog eggs,
Yeah.
and then they're all attached to this same thing.
Oh yeah.
It just
Much
reminds
different.
me when I was a kid eating this stuff, man.
It's
Straight
really-
off the tree.
It's really tangy, but not bitter. And the seeds are crunchy.
Big.
A little sour.
I hit one. Oh my
A
god.
little bit sour. No, not as bad as the green one that I had before though.
I bet if this thing is green, you can pretty much forget it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't forget it.
Might
I
as well
should
put
have.
it in a beer.
I should have forgotten it, but I didn't.
Oh my, so sweet, so good.
Good call. Thumbs up.
Very 2 thumbs up. I got my shoes for thumbs up. My hands are
Thumbs and big toes.
awesome.
All right, so one of the cool things about being here in Bogota is that, especially with everybody being able to deliver food, is that you can have some of your favorite foods that come from places that are not necessarily close to Bogota. So a classic example of this is we were getting takeout or delivery from Gran Parrilla Boyacense. Boyacense, yeah. Gran Parrilla Boyacense. And we're looking at the menu, and on the menu I saw that they had pescuezo de gallina reina. And that's something that we've only found in Ubate, which is, it's north of the city, but it's in Boyacá department. But here, we're able to find it and find it delivered. So this is basically a chicken neck. They cut the chicken's neck off at the base. They keep the skull on the end of it. They take the meat, and the bones out of it, and they stuff it with chicken blood, peas, some other stuff. It might be different, but we're gonna just cut a piece of this. They basically use the neck as a sausage casing, and this is one of my favorite things to eat anywhere in the world. And it just like happens to find a place that does delivery that had this. So think of it as a chicken morcilla there. So there's peas in there, and there's the meat. So we're just gonna take a bite of that. Oh my God, that's so good. It's so good. So just another really cool thing about being in this environment, being able to get all these different foods and everything. We're gonna have a fine lunch. So to follow up a fine meal like that, we have to have dessert. I guess this is dessert. Maybe it's just like a side. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is like really, really good. This is cuajada cheese. And cuajada cheese is like a fresh cheese. It's not aged that long, and it has a lot of moisture to it. But it's a little bit on the sweet side. And so what they do is this syrup that you see on top of it is malao. It's sort of like a liquefied form of the panela. Panela is very similar to piloncillo, the Mexican piloncillo, which is basically the sugar cane with all the moisture taken out of it. And the piloncillo is a cone form. Panela is usually like a little brick, and then you kind of shave some of it off as you eat it. So that's what the syrup is made from. There's little pieces of like candied fruit here with it, which is it's a little bit unusual for that. I've never seen that before, but we're gonna go ahead and try this. So there's a town north of Bogotá called Ubate, and it's one of the highest cheese producing places in all of Colombia. That's where a lot of the cheese comes from. Oh, it's almost like slightly before cheese curds. So that, you know, cheese curds has a little bit of springiness to it, and it's kind of squeaky. So this is a little bit squeaky as well. It has almost that same texture. I'm not really like a big fan of sugary stuff, but this is really, it's kind of light. It's nice on there. Let's try a piece of the fruit. The fruit apparently is papa Juela, which is it's a small mango, and it has to be cooked. I guess you can't eat it raw. Sorry, not mango, papaya. That's good. That's good. That's good altogether. I don't know if I can handle all this amazing food. It's like day 2, and it's like, I think, how much more amazing can it get? So we're about to find out. So I'm gonna finish this. We'll move on to something else.
Bogotá has a ton of fast food joints, many with the same names as American companies. The difference is that in Bogotá, they have different menu items, like being able to get a bucket of chicken at McDonald's, and the food is exponentially better. A few places specialize in chicken. Frisbee does fried chicken right, while Cocorico does a mean rotisserie chicken. Starbucks has gained popularity over the years, but coffee chains like Oma, Cafe Quindio, and Juan Valdez are the local favorites. In some malls, they even have vending machines that'll serve you a soft serve ice cream sundae.
All right, so now we're at a place, it's either called Love Chicharron or just Chicharron, but they specialize in chicharron. So if you're not familiar with chicharron, well, you're probably familiar with the Mexican chicharron, which is kind of that light and crispy pig skin. Colombian chicharron is a lot different. So it's basically like pork belly, and they fry it. Usually it's in a strip, and they kind of put slits into it, then open that up, then fry that. It's amazing because you get like pieces of fat on there, crispy pieces of skin in there. It's pretty good. So they do. They have 3 different cones. They're pretty big. I mean, look at the size of these. So this one is mixto, and the mixto has chicharron. It has morcilla, which is a blood sausage, and it has chorizo in it. And then this one is the carnudo, and it is just a kind of cooking the chicharron a different way. It has little pieces of sliced arepas on it. Let's just go ahead and try. I want to try the chicharron itself. Oh, there we go. There's a nice piece of that. Look at that. They also give some dipping sauces here. I'm not sure what kind that it is. There's 2. One looks kind of tomatoey or peppery, and then the other one looks almost like a Thousand Island or a ranch. I'm going to try it without the dip first. Huh. Now usually when I have chicharron, or this kind of chicharron, it's usually really crunchy and really crispy and everything. This one seems to be cooked a little bit lighter. Let's try this bread. Ooh, that's spicy. Who's got a kick? Now, another thing that's in the mixto, or you have a choice, arepas or papa criolla. This is a papa criolla. It's a very specific. It's a very specific potato. They're usually roasted or fried. It's a yellow potato with freckles on it, and like I said, it's a very specific variety of potato. Oh, good. It's buttery. They apply a certain amount of salt on it. That's really good. Let's just try a piece of this. I'm holding up a group of people who want to eat this too. So that looks like the chicharron. It looks like the regular chicharron. Unless there's other pieces. No, okay, well, let's try that. Oh, it seems fattier. But still, it has a really, really nice crunch to it. This is outstanding. I can't wait to dig into more Sia. But anyways, chicharron, we're here. We're gonna move on and find something else. Well, while it seems like we've covered so much, there's still more to go. So hopefully you will stay tuned for part 3 of our Bogotá Colombia Food Adventure. In the meantime, please be careful because it's crazy out there. Please take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.